You came to the crib, Phil's crib, where he shares his opinions on random topics. And now, here's your host, Phil.
On this edition of Phil's Crib, we're going to play a video from a young lady, and she wants to talk about why black men date white women. Now, this topic is something that keeps coming up, and I don't understand why you have to state why someone of a different race, especially black men or white women, date each other. Why we always got to explore that topic. What is the big deal? But let you go ahead and hear what she has to say, and I'll be back to give my commentary.
Hey guys, it's Hannah. So there's been a lot of talk about, why black guys date white women. And I'm going to put my opinion out there. I come from a blended home. My dad's black and my mom is white. And every time we go out, we get the dirtiest looks from, white men or black women. Although, I'm not saying this towards all black women, but about 85% at least. And then you've got those white trash women. But the reason that black guys like white women so much is, we actually care about our men. We listen to what they have to say. If they like something, we try to, at least show that we care about it and get involved with them and do it with them. Like I said, we actually listen to our men. We don't sit there and nag them all the time. If they want to go out and have a night with the boys, cool, go ahead. We don't care. We support them. If there's something they want to do, we stand behind our men. We make sure they can do what they want to do. We don't nag them all the time. We don't have to sit there and yell. We don't have to raise our voices. We don't have to make them feel like they're less than us. We actually make sure our man is the head of the house. We let them wear the pants in the relationship. White girls give head, just saying. And we actually like to try new things in bed. We don't just have to do the same old thing all the time. Also, we have real hair. It's not fake, so we're not sitting there freaking out, oh, don't mess my weave up. It's real. I don't care if it gets messed up. I can go wash it and brush it out and fix it again. And so, that's about all I got to say. So, thanks for listening. Comment. Bye.
Now, the tone of what she was saying is what I don't like at all. She spoke with a lot of generalizations, but she started off in the beginning saying, I'm not saying all, I'm saying some, but you're saying 85%. I guess 85% of the ones that you came into contact with, supposedly that are black women, have a supposed issue with either the guy you're with or your stepdad that's with your mom. Well, maybe some of the black women know how some, and I say some, not all, white women think when they end those relationships. Look at what you said in this video. And why would some, black sisters have an issue sometime with that? Because sometime, and I've seen this, there are some white women that feel they are better than black women. And they got to explain why the black man got to be with them. And they got to listen to all the stuff she said. She said they're basically just better. They said they listen. They let the man be the man of the house, tend to his needs, all this other stuff. So black women don't do that. Black women don't let a man run their house. Black women don't tend to the needs of their husbands. Where you get your information from? Because that stuff is a bold-faced lie. You talk about black women's hair, and I'm so sick and tired of black women being ridiculed for their hair, whether they wear it natural or whether they wear it with hair extensions. They're always being ridiculed for everything. But the moment someone outside of black women do the exact same thing with their hair, it's praised, it's trendy, it's innovative, it's daring. All this other stuff that's said, but when black women do it, it's trashy, it's ghetto, it's horrible looking, it's not presentable, and all this other stuff they say about black women. And black women, their image is constantly being attacked every day, and no other race of woman in this country go through the ridicule and the backlash like the black woman in the area of her overall appearance. But yet everybody wants to copy what the black woman's doing. Even things that are negative that black women do, that has to be copied now. And it's so great when Miley Cyrus is twerking. But when black girls with the twerk team was twerking, it's so nasty, trashy, ghetto, stripper stuff and all this. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same thing that I've said in many other videos, you know, when it comes to that. Everybody want to be black, but they don't want to be black at the end of the day. Why is it that black women has to get ridiculed because of your relationship? Why is it that you have to validate why you're better suited to be with a black male? Any real black male would not be with a woman who will state, well, I'm better than the people group you come from. Because at the end of the day, if he was to have a child with her, that child will not be considered white in this nation. That child will be considered black. And look at President Obama. He has a white mother. He's not called white. He's not treated as a white male. He's treated as a black man. They call him all kind of racial slurs. They say they doing all kind of negative stuff to this man. And they would not even pull half of the stuff that they pull or even said about a president who was white. So the thing that you're saying, it's just really stupid. And of course, there are some stupid black men, and yes, stupid black men, that will co-sign this video that she's saying and say, yeah, she's right. White women are better. And you know what? Every last woman in this country could do good things for their man. Why does it have to be about the skin color? You know, she says that, you know, they do for their men and they treat their men right. You know, your people group started feminism. It wasn't black women. Your people group brought in abortion. It wasn't black women. The two most detrimental things that's been done to the family. But yet you want to blame black women for everything, saying how much you are better. I have daughters growing up, and you know, I have a 15-year-old about to turn 16. You know, she can be a grown woman not too long. I have a 12-year-old, and I have a 7-month-old, and they're gonna grow up one day to be black women. And I'm always trying to let them know that they look nice, and they, you know, give them all the self-esteem that I can as a father, because I know the world they're coming into, and it's sad. And you know, the situation always talking about black women's hair. You know, the sisters that I, you know, posted up on this video, I mean, these are black women that got hair. It looks nice. It looks great. And the thing is, black women's hair is so different that they can do many things with their hair that others can't. I mean, you know, it's straight jealousy, in my opinion, why you're always ridiculing the black woman, but the moment you figure out a way to put your hair that way, it's just so great and it's so celebrated. So why is it that you have to post a video to the internet saying how much you're better? To me, it's coming off like some white supremacy stuff. Well, I'm better than you because I'm white, and you're not good enough because you're black. That's all I hear out the situation. And any stupid black man that would be with a chick that talk like that, you a straight coon. You have to be, because I'm sorry, no matter what, you're still black at the end of the day. And if they think that way about black women, that means they'll think that way about your daughter, or people, whoever gave her that mindset will think that way about your family. And I'm sorry, that's just not even right. And it just bothers me, like I said, to the core. You know, and I want to do a radio show on that, about, you know, the image of the black woman and how it's always attacked in, you know, society, because the black women have never had a chance to be celebrated in their beauty. They all, it's 24/7. They always being told something about themselves. They never good enough. You know, they wear dreads or whatever. They're being ridiculed on their jobs for that. If they don't have straight, relaxed hair or weave, it's a problem, you know, in the workforce. There's a lot of challenges that black women have to deal with. Then you have the idiots online that's making videos trying to destroy the sister's character, not off of behavior of one individual woman, but saying the group is always doing this and the group is always doing that, how horrible the group is. And that also have an effect on black women and how they look at themselves, because it stings a lot more when a black man is saying those things, or a black woman is saying those things about people. And you know, as men, our words do stick to the sisters, and you don't want to be a part of trying to hurt them and tear them down, because we got enough stuff in this world to try to hurt them and tear them down. You know, as men, we need to be more sensitive, you know, to sisters' feelings on some things. It's okay to call out behavior when things are wrong, but don't sit up here and just say, well, you know, if this one black girl does something wrong, you label the whole group. Then you got a chick like this that's coming around here saying that basically I'm better than you because I'm white. And the combination of all that's just horrible. And we don't expect the sisters to not have no kind of chip on their shoulder at times, or an attitude. If somebody's always putting you down and never saying anything good about you, that not will make you happy sometime. I mean, it just really would. Not just anybody on a human level. I mean, we expect the sisters to have a smile on their face 24/7 for every little thing. I mean, they could be dogged out by men. They could be beat on. They could be told something's wrong with them all the time, and yet they don't supposed to like have some sort of feelings about the jump. It's the same way with us as black men, with the police and how we are looked at, always calling thugs. You know, if we don't have a smile on our face all the time, well, sometimes it's warranted due to the treatment. I mean, we both treated bad, black men and black women, but we have to not allow people like this to get a pass on saying this to me, some old white supremacist stuff. I'm better than you because I'm white, and you're lower than me because you're black. That's the bottom line of what she was saying with that, because she did not have to include race in anything she was saying. She was just saying, she could talk about why she's a good person for the person she's with. So you don't have to put down black women in the same sentence. So that's what makes it a little bit more bothersome for me. If you're with a black person, you're with a white person, you don't have to put down nobody, and you don't have to validate to nobody why you're together. And another thing I noticed, to wrap this up, notice how she went on a tangent about black women, and she acknowledged that white women and white men had an issue, but she didn't even touch on white women. And she definitely didn't even touch on the white men who have actually more of an issue at times with seeing a white woman with a black man. She didn't say crap about white men. Didn't say a word. But oh boy, she got all this opinion about black women. It's just really, you know, sick and sad. And like I say, if any stupid black guys with that girl, you know, you need to get beat with a wet rope.
Make sure to subscribe to this channel, where we also feature so disrespectful YouTube comments and Advice Show Radio. Want news that isn't politically correct or influenced by corporate agenda? Subscribe to the Advice Show TV, where we present media with a common sense approach. Looking for something funny to get you through the day? Subscribe to Ratchet Video Weekly. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.